Hello my little cherubs, welcome back to my channel, Red Fire Flags. I'm Phoenix. I'm back today with another pick a card, but some general housekeeping before I dive in. Please like, share and subscribe. I'd love my little channel to grow. Thank you so far for all my subscribers. So much love to you. Oh look. So much love to you all. Welcome to my newbies. Please consider subscribing. I'm sure you'll find something here for you. And so I'm gonna dive straight in. All right. So we've got 3 piles today. We've got pile number 1. You can barely see that little charm. It's like a little bottle. It's like a little bottle that's got number 5 on it. It was on the thumbnail there, so I'm hoping that you're able to see it there. Pile number 2 is this nice little heart. You can't really see the beauty of it. It's got like little pearls and like little diamonds on it as well. And pile number 3 is this little butterfly that again, it's got some nice diamonds on it, but you can't really see it because of the light. So, well, look, you can either see or not, and the lighting's really bad. So, I'm going to dive straight in with pile number 1. Alright. Hello, my lovely pile 1s. For those of you who have picked the number 5 perfume bottle charm, if you can barely see it, this is your pick a card for what are you manifesting for the Lion's Gate 8-8. What's coming in for you? What are you letting go of? So let's have a look. Right, so right away, my pile 1s, my darlings, for the majority of you that have picked this pile, you've recently got over some heartbreak. You are letting go of somebody who was a little bit on the bullyish side. I feel like this person might have been a little bit nasty. I feel like this person could have been a little bit impulsive. Childish. I feel like this person, I feel like there was conflict as well here. There was some sort of, it was like pointless competition, rows, disagreements. I also feel like this person had a big ego. I feel like, or these people I should say actually, because if I'm being honest, I'm picking up not just a person that you're around, because this could be a romantic person, this could be a friend, it could be a family member. Take it and apply it as it applies to you. So I feel like this person was rude. I feel like this person was a little bit on the nasty side. And I also feel like you've released this. So this isn't something that you're going through or that like you're walking away from now. You've already left this behind, I'm hearing. And I'm hearing that you're overcoming this kind of, this pain or this, the jaded thoughts, the insecurity and all that type of thing. I feel like you're leaving that behind, all right? Now, this is the present energy that you're in, and if you're not in this energy, then it's probably not your reading. So yeah, please pick another pile. You've released pain. You've released people who are not bringing to the table what you are. I feel like you've had people around you that have blocked your blessings. And by that, what I mean is I feel like Spirit's been trying to bring something in for you. You've been trying to manifest something, and Spirit's been trying to bring that in for you for a while. I'm hearing at least 2 years. But the people that you've had around you, that you have kind of been very reluctant to let go of, and I feel like this is probably family, friends, lover, and that type of thing. Those close bonds, I mean, I feel like some of these people are not really thinking before they speak. I feel like a lot of them are a little bit sort of, I feel like they're mentally immature as well, so I feel like they may gossip a little bit, and I feel like you're not trying to come from that place. I feel like this has made you guarded, so you're quite careful about what you say around these people. If this resonates with you, then please stick with it. This is your reading, okay? So you've stepped away from certain people. It's been painful, and I dare I say that you find yourself feeling a little bit on the alone side at the moment and not knowing who to trust. Okay, so this Lionsgate portal, it's like it's stripping away everything that's no longer serving you, and I feel like you've been manifesting solid people, solid connections to be around you, to be in your life, ones that are good for ones that are in place for your highest good. So these people, yeah, you're happy with letting them go because these people didn't really serve your highest purpose, even though it's been a little bit painful. And sometimes we don't really want to see people that we care about. We don't really want to leave them behind. You've kind of understood that that's something that needs to happen. And you're sort of looking out on the horizon for your new adventure. So, what's coming in? Spirit wants you to believe in your dreams. I think this card is gorgeous. Way she's having a little restful nap. And take a leap of faith into yourself. Alright? Now, I am picking up that there are people that are going to be brought back into your life. Now, you know, like when you kind of say you're not standing for certain things anymore and things go a little bit quiet, and then all of a sudden people start to kind of pull their socks up and act in the way that they're supposed to. The people that are supposed to still be around you past this Lionsgate portal, they will remain. Those who are not, Spirit's removing them dead fast out of your life. Alright? I also feel that those people who have caused you some sort of wrong, I feel like you're manifesting for them to get karma. I feel like you want to sort of see these people get sort of not what they deserve, because I don't feel like you're wishing any ill will on anybody, but I feel like you just want it to be fair. And that's what I'm getting here with the Justice card. I feel like you just want it to be fair. I feel like you just want everybody to kind of, you know, like for the scales of justice or for balance to kind of be brought back into a certain situation. You are also, I feel like, manifesting contact from somebody. I feel like this is probably somebody from your past as well, like a childhood relationship or situation. And I've suddenly just become really warm. So I feel like this was something that was really close to your heart as well. Like this was something that made you feel emotionally sort of warm and stable. I feel like you've been trying to manifest a new beginning or a resurgence with somebody from your past. I feel like this is definitely something that was passionate. So I feel like this could possibly be a sort of a late teenage, early 20s kind of feeling, kind of vibration. So you now could possibly be in around like your 30s or your 40s. It just depends on who has come to this reading. Now, if you're younger than that, then this is somebody that you've probably met again in your teenage years, and you probably haven't been away from this person for a number of years. It just hasn't been that long. But it's still the same kind of principle. You've known this person since kind of a teenage, early 20s type vibration. And you're in separation from this person. The other person that you've walked away from, that you've left behind, this is somebody completely different. So this is why I know there's been a separation, that you guys have gone in separate ways, because there's been someone else involved in your life. This is what makes me feel that you are sort of more, maybe my sort of age group that have come to this pile, that have picked this pile as well, because there is history here. And I feel like you're manifesting happiness. My pile number one is you've been through so much heartache and so much sorrow. I feel like you've overcome anxieties and depression. I feel like you've taken on new habits. You've even changed the way that you eat in order to... sorry, I'm going to have a sip of water. Sorry, yeah, you've even changed the way that you eat in order to see if that has an effect on your moods, on the way that you react to things, because food, to you, I feel like, and to a lot of us, food does have a massive effect on how we receive information, how we give information, also how we conduct ourselves, just in general. I think food has an effect on how we smell, how we taste, and all of that good stuff as well, but it's another story, another day. there's action coming in. So this person that you've been trying to manifest has actively been trying to manifest you as well. And I don't feel like you've been sitting down there trying to manifest and say, oh, I want such and such to come back, blah, blah, blah. It's not been that type of thing. I feel like you just you've been thinking about this person, and thinking about them has led to your subconscious manifesting this person back into your space. I feel like this person's been thinking about you as well. I'm hearing it's possible you've been apart for about 8 years plus. This is why I feel like you're sort of older as well, because there's history here. You are manifesting quick results. See, the Lionsgate 888, and we've got the 8 of Wands here as well. So there's the 8 of Wands. And the 8 of Wands is fast movement. It's messages coming in. It's action. It's quick results. And we have another 8 as well. So we've got the 8 of Pentacles. This is you working on yourself. You've been working on yourself. You've been working on that part of you that attracts. It's like you've stopped. You don't see it. Listen, you're not in a victim mentality. You've stopped thinking in that direction. You've stopped thinking, I'm hearing, why are they always this, that and the other, blah, 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 blah. And you started to say to yourself, why am I attracted? What is it about me that's attracted to this type of person? Because attraction is a two-way street. And you're also attracted to them as well. So you're asking yourself now, what is it about you that finds this type of person so attractive? Because it's different faces, different places, and the same shit. I'm hearing you, same shit, different toilet. Sorry. Whoever it is that says that, you're hilarious. I feel like you've been working on yourself. I feel like you've really been focused. You've been diligent. You've understood that you need to kind of have higher standards in your friends, in your people, in yourself, in everything. And I feel like all of this that's brought you to this point, this was the reason why I feel like you've gone through a lot of the things you've gone through. Because sometimes I feel like, no, like, did you sign a contract to go through this pain? No, you didn't. But when we fail to put ourselves first, or to believe in our own dreams, or take leaps of faith into ourselves, but then we invest all of these things into other people that really don't deserve it, haven't proved their worth to themselves or to anyone, let alone to you, but yet you keep pouring into this person, you're met with more of that. Like, the universe just gives you more of what you put out. So imagine the universe is like a circle. And it's just there. Like, I should have just done that, really. It's just like a circle, and it's like everything just goes round as like a circular motion. And it's just there, and it's closed, and there's no space. And if you've got like negative people in your space, people sucking the life out of you, like people not wishing you well, like people taking advantage of your kindness and all of that negative shit, then the universe is just going to continue to circle. So you've got to remove something. You've got to kind of expel people that don't serve you, expel situations and places that don't serve you, and make space. The universe then can fill that up with something, i.e. whatever it is that you're manifesting. So you've cleared space, you've made room, and you're understanding that you need to remove certain people from your life. And the reason why a lot of things have been returned in different ways, it's just because you haven't really learned the lesson the first time round. And the lesson was always for you to love yourself more. The lesson was always for you to put yourself, or to hold yourself in a higher regard. You are manifesting celebrations. I feel like you want to have good times with your girls. You want to have good times with your family members, with your lovers. You want to have laughs, and you just want everything to be filled with joy, and you want a sense of community. And I feel like you are successfully manifesting that. Between now and the Lionsgate, which is on the 8th of August, I feel like you are definitely you're seeing, even from this point, you're seeing the small trickles of your manifestation come in. Show appreciation for the smallest parts in order for those big parts as well to like come in a lot quicker. Let's have a shuffle. Spirit, what else is coming in from our beautiful pile number ones for this Lionsgate 8-8? What can they expect? What are they manifesting, please, Spirit? What are you trying to bring in for them? Okay, so I feel like you're also being encouraged at this point as well, and for the future, to be honest, to just kind of learn when to chuck in the towel. Learn when enough's enough. Learn when you've done your best. Like, sometimes it's okay to just chuck that towel in, just give up, admit defeat. Some people or connections or situations are not meant for us to kind of fight or to just keep going and keep feeding into it. It's like watering a dead plant. Some relationships or connections or work situations or whatever it is, sometimes they're just meant to just say, do you know what, I'm out. I give up. I'll chuck in the towel. Because sometimes, thank you, I'm hearing you can be right or you can be happy. And I feel like in some instance, because there is a little bit of a sense where you kind of have the need to sort of, if you're right, then you're dying on that hill. And you know what? With the greatest respect, if that's how you want to be, that's how you want to be. There's a lot of people in the world that are like that. Go ahead. But there are some people that would rather just say, you know what? Whatever. It's not that big of a deal anyway. If it means that much to you, have it. And I feel like you are starting to embrace that side of you with yourself as well. So I feel like you're giving up that belief where sometimes you've got to be right, or well, just being right is all that matters kind of situation. So I feel like also you are walking away from people that are sort of lazy, that they don't have any sort of common sense. I feel like I'm hearing, I'm old enough and ugly enough, I don't need people making stupid mistakes at this point in our life. If I've got to tell you how to be an adult, then what's the point? And I feel like that's correct. If you've got to tell somebody at this point or at this stage of our lives how to be an adult, like how to morally conduct themselves, and obviously that isn't somebody that's supposed to be for you or somebody that you're supposed to be around. And I feel like you're letting go of that. So you're admitting you're admitting maybe where you've given too much energy to things, where it's time to kind of let go of certain things. And so right now what you are manifesting is also success and achievement. Because you've done all this work, because you've put in all the hours, Spirit's rewarding you now with this great big fat yes. Yes to travel, yes to accomplishments, yes to success. I feel like you have a sense of belonging and a sense of wholeness for yourself. And if you haven't arrived at this point yet, this is what's coming in for the Lionsgate's portal 888. I always get a bit tongue-tied when I say that. So for me, it's like you've come through a lot of this, and you've got the world here. You've got the world, and the world is completion. It's completing everything that you were supposed to complete successfully, and everything going in your favour. And I'm drawn to like the lady in the middle as well with her two little battens. So I feel like you've really, there's like a celebration taking place for you as well. Let's pull some oracle cards. Spirit, what else have we got from a wonderful pile number 1? What else is coming in for them for this Lionsgate portal 888, please? What advice have you got for them, please, Spirit? Okay, so Money. Fantastic. We all need a bit of money, don't we? You are manifesting money, abundance. Try not to worry so much. Try not to hold on so tightly to whatever you are manifesting. Like, whatever you're manifesting, see it as, I don't know if you can see this card too well, but there are these little bubbles, sort of here and here. And I've sort of seen this, and this little bubble making thing here, so it's all sort of coming from here. And I'm seeing this as all your little manifestations. A manifestation of freedom, for you to be free from certain people and certain situations which you've successfully done. A manifestation for you to be a better version of yourself. Perfect. A manifestation for you to have abundance. And that's in all different directions. Abundance of love, money, an abundance of friends, of connections that are actually meaningful. I also feel like you're manifesting healing for your mind, your body and your soul. You are aligning yourself, my pile number ones, and this is what the 888 portal is bringing in for you. It's allowing that alignment to come in. So just go with the flow, let things happen. You've done an amazing job. And so like this, I don't know if you can see this little fairy. The lighting is just so bright. But otherwise you can't see me without the light, to be fair. But she's basically riding some little flying fish, you know, the little fish that have got the wings. Just go with the flow. You've done the hard work. Let go and let spirit take control of the rest of this. Release the need to kind of monitor your manifestations, I'm hearing. And I do feel like you are, like I said, going to be a little bit nostalgic, because I do feel like you are trying to manifest contact with somebody who, or your subconscious is manifesting the contact with somebody who you have been thinking about a lot over the recent past. And I feel like this is somebody that you've been away from for quite some time. Like I said, I do feel like there will be contact coming in from this person. I do feel like this person is going to be, there's going to be a lot of things put to bed. I feel like there is going to be a reconciliation. And I don't know if this is a reconciliation where it's like, oh my God, I'm going to be in a relationship together with this person again. I don't think it's going to really be that at this point. I feel like this reconciliation is kind of like closure. It's like a step towards positive change, a step in the right direction, I'm hearing. And it's not long after that before opportunity knocks in whatever direction that is. I do feel that there is an epiphany coming for you as well in regard to people from the past and the lessons that you've learned. I feel like you're going to realise why you met John, Joe, Bill and Bob. And even though they've got different names, or Stephanie, Jackie, Betty and Sue, they were showing you the same kind of thing. So, my pile number ones, that is your reading for the Lionsgate Portal 888. I hope that resonated with you. If it didn't, please pick another pile. And remember that this is a general, so only some bits might resonate with you. All of it might resonate with you, but for the most part, it probably won't, because it's a general reading and there are other people that are going to come to this reading. So, there'll be different messages for different people. So take it and apply it as it is. Don't make anything fit your circumstances that don't fit, please. All right? Have the best night and take it easy. All right? Get some rest. I feel tired in your energy. Get some rest. It is a bit hard during this portal to get some rest because it can be a little bit fizzy. So take it easy. Even if you can't get no sleep, take it easy. All right, my pile number ones. See you later. Hello, my lovely pile number twos. For those of you who picked that nice little heart and still can't really see it because the light. But those of you who picked pile number 2, what is Lionsgate 888 bringing in for you? What are you manifesting? What's Spirit trying to get through to you? Let's have a look. So Spirit, what is going on for my pile number 2s, please? What is happening around Lionsgate portal for my pile number 2s. So I didn't shuffle on camera for pile number 1, but I was told to shuffle on camera for you, pile number 2, so that's what I'm doing. So it might be a little bit longer, but I'm sure you'd appreciate it. So what you are manifesting, my wonderful pile number 2s, is, and this is why I was told to shuffle on camera as well for you, because you probably wouldn't believe it if I didn't. So this is a beautiful reading, and I'm not going to keep you in suspense any longer. You've turned over a new leaf. You've walked away from certain people. You've stopped playing mental games. You've stopped allowing people to treat you in a certain way. What you are manifesting, my darling, you are manifesting a brighter, better you, a more mature you, an emotional, secure you. I feel like you are stepping into your femininity. Doesn't matter what sex you are, feminine energy is feminine energy, but I feel like you are stepping into your feminine energy, and I feel like this is bringing you a lot of love and warmth. For the Lionsgate portal though, I feel like you have, these are my, thank you, you guys are in a connection. If you're not in a connection, this is not your pile, and so please pick another pile, alright? But you guys are in a connection, and you've been trying to manifest a better version of yourself, a better version of you. Now look, you are in a connection, whether you... Sorry, I didn't mean to run my eyes like that, but my spirit guides sometimes don't half get on my nerves. What they're saying to me, and it's two... I've had this story, but there's 2 of them. What they're saying to me is that there are some of you that are in a connection and you are actually in this person's presence, and there are a few of you that are in a connection but you're in a separation at the moment. But that doesn't mean you're not in a connection with somebody. Alright? I feel like Spirit called time out for a few of you in your connection, and that's just a physical time out here in the 3D. And I feel like the reason why this timeout was called is because you were people pleasing too much, and there's only one way to put it. I don't sugarcoat. I try to use tact, but as a Saggy, I don't really have, I just don't have it in me. I've got a lot of Sagittarius in my chart, so sugarcoating's not for me. And I feel like it's like you became some sort of doormat. It's like you became some sort of a yes person to this person. And I don't feel like this person was particularly evil or anything like that. I just feel like this person took advantage. But then if you lay down, people will wipe their shoes on you. And I feel like that's what happened. I feel like you kind of became a little bit codependent on this connection, because this connection is a very strong connection. It's a higher level soulmate connection. And I feel like it's like it becomes very intoxicating. When you're in a connection like this, sometimes it's like it becomes your drug, and you feed off of it. And I think both parties did that. You spent a lot of time together. I don't feel like you actually lived with each other, but you could possibly have spent maybe 3 to 4 nights out of the week together, and it was almost like you lived together. And at first it was very harmonious. I feel like at first it was extremely strong. But for those of you who are in a separation, Spirit had to call time out on that for a little while, because you had to rediscover your strength, and you had to have this kind of collapse or this ruin. And I feel like this needed to happen for your person as well, for them to appreciate exactly who you are, and just to appreciate that you weren't really going to take their fuck shit all the time. Now, despite this separation that a few of you are in, you're manifesting a new beginning. But you're manifesting a new beginning in a different way. You're not sitting down there saying, I really want such and such to come back, and trying to manifest them back into your life. You're manifesting a better version of yourself. You're taking bits of yourself from teenage years or from certain parts and certain situations, and you're kind of amalgamating them all together to make a better version of yourself. And you're also sort of pulling on the experience of others that you know. So this is you trying to manifest a better version of you in order to kind of be more nurturing towards the connection. And I feel like this person is picking up on those cues. So I know that you're not together at the moment, and I feel like this is a physical separation, but spiritually you are very much connected. And all of the work that you've been doing on yourself, probably over the last 10 months or so, maybe a bit more, I feel like this has really put you in the center of this person's mind and in the center of their focus. Because you're not so focused on them, you've allowed room for them to focus on you. And the brilliant news is that there is a massive breakthrough. There's been clarity here. And there's been clarity on both sides. I don't care who the male or the female is physically or gender-wise, but energetically, the masculine energy here has had to really take a good look at themselves. And I feel like they've got new ideas now. This masculine energy that you're separated from has got new ideas. All right. So the long and short of this is, and please stay with this because this is all going to tie in together for both sides, the people that are physically together and the people that are in separation. So for you guys that are in separation, like I said, this person is manifesting new ideas, new plans. I feel like this person's coming through with clarity. I feel like this person's got the ability now to concentrate on the connection and to tell you the truth. And for those of you that are in this connection with this person, you are physically with this person, I feel like this person's opening up more. I feel like this person used to be a bit of a closed book. I do feel like this person may have come across as somebody who was a little bit sort of cold, because I don't feel like they were able to express themselves. I feel like they can express themselves in the bedroom. They have no problem with that. And I feel like that's for both. Whether you're in separation with this person or you're physically around this person, it's irrelevant. The chemistry was off the chain, is off the chain. And you don't struggle in that department. But where you do struggle is in the verbal communication and then also the emotional side of things, the emotional intimacy. And I feel like this sort of has led to, I feel like somebody here wasn't putting in the work or wasn't really working together, or there wasn't a working together here in the connection. So it's like it feels and felt, because it's the same if you're in connection with this person or if you're in separation, it feels as if this person doesn't actually want to invest. However, the fact that I think it's just the fact that this person is unable to speak about how they feel. Now, by you in manifesting a better version of yourself, whether you are with this person or not, if you're with this person, you haven't been badgering them to talk about their feelings, you haven't been going on about it, you've just said, you know what, I'm just going to get on with it. Whatever happens, happens. I'm not going to feed into this, I'm just going to feed into myself. I'm going to get on with what I need to get on with. Now, whether you've gone and done spa days for yourself, whether you've gone out with the girls, whatever it is you've done the right thing, because you've taken your attention off of this connection and you're not suffocating it with sort of these thoughts or these needy type thoughts. And you're not letting your ideas run away with you here. So what's coming forward for you in this Lionsgate's bringing for you, and your manifestations coming forward, I feel like you've been manifesting. I feel like you've been manifesting a happier connection with this person through manifesting a better version of yourself. You're getting your 10 of Cups. There's marriage that's coming up here. There's so some of you have got kids, and you've got kids for somebody else, and they've got kids for somebody else. And I do feel like there has been a little bit of worry on whether or not these two families are going to be able to kind of coexist, if they're going to be able to come together and gel. And I'm hearing that is going to be a successful situation. I'm hearing they are going to get on. I feel like they're going to be fine. Because it is different. You know, like sometimes you're dating somebody, they've got kids, you've got kids, and they're of a certain age group, and you're around like a couple of hours a week and that. They're fine. But literally moving in with somebody, getting married to them and getting a house and all of that, that's a whole new kettle of fish, because it adds new pressures to the situation. And I think sometimes it can turn into a bit of a pressure cooker or a boiling pot. However, here I'm just picking up community spirit. I'm picking up everybody kind of working together. I feel like everyone's going to be picking up the slack. For the most part, you've both got a decent set of children. And I feel like that's going to be, they'll get on just fine in that household. I feel like this person's got their children, and you've got their children. You've got your children, if you've got children. If you don't have children, then I feel like this is a situation where you guys are coming together, and I feel like your immediate family, like your cousins or your brothers, your sisters, and all the rest of it, I feel like they're going to get on quite well as well. Spirit, what else are you bringing in? What are they manifesting for the 888 Lionsgate portal? Okay, so what's happening here is a lot of you are leaving behind people that are toxic, people that have got sort of, are not willing to see their own shadows, that are not willing to work on their own toxic behaviour patterns. I feel like whether these are family, friends, people who don't really believe in what you're doing and how you're doing it, I feel like you're getting rid of them. You're not really going to be putting up with them anymore. So between now and the Lionsgate portal, you're going to be stepping away from people that do not have your best interests at heart. And it's like you can see it now for what it is. There's a lot of good luck coming your way. And I feel like you are at a turning point as well with your destiny. Your connection, whether or not you're in separation with this person or together, your connection's picking up. This person's coming forward. And I feel like you're looking at 10 days to 10 weeks if you're in separation for this to come forward. I feel like if you guys are together in a connection, you're looking at anywhere between 10 days and 10 weeks for everything for this person to up the ante. I feel like some of you, not all of you, but some of you are getting married in October. Some of you are getting married in October, I'm hearing. Harvest wedding. And I also feel like what you're doing as well for this Lionsgate portal is you're giving birth to new ideas. There is some sort of new business venture or some sort of new business opportunity or something, or an idea that's in its infancy. This is something that's just sort of, if it's not a thought that's just being put on paper, then it's only just being brought to the table. But it's in its infancy stage. It's not quite developed fully yet. Spirit is saying continue to give this some life. I feel like over the next few weeks, this is definitely going to be ramping up. The beautiful thing about the Lionsgate portal is that manifestations are sped up. You have the ability to manifest anything you want extremely quickly. So keep your thoughts positive. Keep your thoughts in the direction of where you want to go. Try not to think about anything that's not good luck. Try not to think about anything that's bad luck, Try not to think about anything that's going to sort of hold you back. There is so much love and harmony being brought into your relationships. The union between you and your person is just going from strength to strength. Your passion is growing. Your values and your morals are being aligned. I feel like the two of you are deepening your connection and your love together. If there was anything to do with a third party, excuse me, which I am not picking up, but I heard, if there was anything to do with a third party or a thought of a third party, this is being put to bed. Okay? And I feel like where this person was coming across, because I do have the 3 of Pentacles, it was in reverse. I got the 3 of Pentacles come out again in the other deck, and it's the right way round. Where this person was lacking this like want to put in teamwork, or they made you feel like they didn't want to work at the connection, I feel like everything is starting to come together. They're putting in that teamwork. They want to build with you. They do want to. I feel like you guys have got very common goals. I feel like your goals are being aligned as well. This Lionsgate Portal 888 is all about alignment for you, my number twos. It's alignment in your work, alignment in your business, alignment in your love, alignment in your finances. Everything that you have been kind of breathing life into over the last few years, 8 years for some of you, is being brought into the forefront now. Okay, this is going to be moving extremely fast paced. And I feel like whatever you're building now, it's going to be bringing in some long-term rewards. All right. I also feel here that you have got a very strong soulmate connection with this person. This goes back lifetimes. I'm hearing maybe 6 lifetimes or so. But this goes back. This is grounded in this 3D. The fact that you've actually met this person in the 3D, it's set in stone now. Does that make sense? It's like you've met this person and spirit didn't bring this person into your space to just snatch them away from you like maybe it's felt like it's happened in the past. This isn't one of those situations where this person's been brought into your life for spirit for you to just learn another lesson, for it to be another karmic situation. This has been brought to you to help you to heal, to help you to learn, to grow. And also for this other person, because this person had a few deceitful ways. I feel like this person didn't really tell the truth about how they were feeling. I feel like this person maybe monopolized or capitalized on your time as well, sometimes as well. And I feel like this person was a little bit selfish, and this person needed to grow as well. This person needed to have a breakthrough for themselves. They needed to tell the truth to themselves in order to tell the truth to you. And you also needed to do the same. My pile number 2s, this is my pile that are manifesting greatness with their relationship and with their future. But for you, it's all about love and connections. You're okay, you know, if you get good finances, you're nice, you're all right with that, and it's great, it's a bonus. But for you, the only thing that's ever really mattered for you is truthful, honest, secure love. And this is what you're manifesting, and this is what you've got. All right? It may seem a little bit at the moment, or it may have, or leading up to this point, it may have been a little bit but trust the process, I'm hearing. Because what's coming forward is that you are being united. I feel like you're already married in spirit. I feel like you've already been married in the 5D. I feel like this connection is extremely strong. It's powerful. It's potent. You could run and hide if you want to. He could run and hide if he wants to. They could run and hide if they want to. But there is no way that you guys are going to be able to escape this connection. And the last card that we've got here is the Sun. So this is an absolute yes and complete confirmation that you are definitely manifesting greatness. And if you're not feeling the warmth of your manifestation or the glow of your manifestations as of yet, look out over the next couple of days. This is what's coming in for you over the next few days for the Lionsgate Portal 88. Sometimes I say 888, but I mean 88. Okay, so my pile number 2s, and the last card, I'm going to leave it there, is the Star, because you can't get any better than the Sun and the Star, can you really? I feel like you are getting some new life. You're getting a new lease of life for your connections. You're getting new energy for yourself, for your love, for your business, for your finances. I feel like everything is being aligned, and you've been manifesting this for quite some time. So give yourself a pat on the back, my pile number 2s, because I feel like you've been doing all of this through yourself. I feel like you've stopped looking outside of yourself for certain things. You've been doing this all from your internals. And I feel like that's just magnificent. So keep doing what you're doing. Spirit wants to give you a congratulations for a job well done so far. Let's pull a couple of oracle cards before I jump off. We'll see what else Spirit is bringing in for you for this Lionsgate Portal 88. Spirit, what are you bringing in for the 88 Portal Lionsgate, please, for my pile number 2s? Said that backwards there for a minute, but I'm sure you get it. See, I feel like, okay, so this says learn to let go, but I feel like you've already learned to let go. Can't really see it. I feel like you've already learned to let go. I feel like you've already released certain behaviour patterns and things that were holding you back. Some of your destructive traits as well. I feel like you've kind of let go of those. 7, 7, 7, 7. You might be seeing a lot of 7s as well, because we've got 7 deadly sins and 7 heavenly virtues. So 7, 7 might be a strong number for you guys as well. And I feel like you're going to get opportunity here. Spirit's bringing in some heavenly sensuality for you. I feel like you've been sort of lacking a little bit of love, a little bit of TLC, and I feel like that's coming back in for you, all right? So your person hasn't gone anywhere if you're in separation. They haven't gone anywhere even if you're with this person, you see them. Because I feel like emotionally there's some sort of separation going on between the two of you anyway. So there is going to be a turnaround here. I feel like this person's just trying to they're just kind of contemplate how they're going to approach the situation. I feel like they know they've screwed up sometimes in the past. They know that you've risen your standards. They know that you've put in some work. So now they just have to raise their standards. They just have to get on board with everything. And they're not too far behind. So my pile number 2s, that was your reading for what is coming in for you, what you manifesting for the Lionsgate Portal 88. I hope this resonated with you. And if it did, please like, share and subscribe. And listen, it's not all going to resonate with you because it's a general reading. And some messages are for you and some messages aren't. So please take what applies to you and don't try to make anything fit that doesn't fit. So I wish you the best. Have a great night, my darlings. Wicked reading. I loved this reading. Hello, my lovely pile number 3s. Those of you who picked that lovely butterfly can barely see it in the light. So, what are you manifesting for the Lionsgate Portal 88? What's coming in for you? What's Spirit trying to bring in for you? What's going on around you at the moment? So, I'm just going to delve into your energy for the time being, just to make sure we're the right pile. So, first of all, let's get the elephant out of the way. Some of you are having a baby at the moment. Some of you have only just discovered that you're pregnant. Some of you may not have discovered that you're pregnant as of yet. If you haven't discovered yet, then you probably are going to be discovering over the next 3 days. Sorry to spoil it for you. However, for all of you that are pregnant in this pile, it hasn't gone down well with your person. And I feel like this is just a short-term reaction. I don't feel like this is the be-all and end-all. If you haven't discovered that you are pregnant yet, and for very small, there's probably about 1 or 2 of you that are going to discover that you're pregnant over the next couple of days, your partner might not be entirely happy about the news at first, but I feel like this person is definitely going to be coming around. Now look, now that I've got that bit out of the way, let's get into the reading, because I was just feeling that so strongly. Alright, so this isn't just, the reading's not going to be about pregnancy or anything like that, so stick with it. I should have said that in the beginning, but I didn't know that message was going to come through. So, my pile number 3s. Some of you have just recently walked away from somebody who was quite manipulative, or you've walked away from situations that have been sort of manipulating you or taking your kindness for weakness. I feel like some of you have had your creativity blocked, or that you've had a blocked your see, I can barely speak. So I feel like you've just been, like, your speech has been, I feel like you've just felt blocked along the way. And I feel like you've been trying to manifest new ideas. I feel like you've been trying to give birth to a creative project. And I feel like you've been a little bit blank where it comes down to that situation. I also feel like there's a few of you that's manifesting a better version of yourself physically as well. There are lots of you here that are taking special care with your outward appearance and that type of thing as well. A lot of you are gorgeous as well, so you haven't really got to do that much, have you? For those of you who are manifesting money or who are manifesting a better outcome in regard to an inheritance, that is absolutely coming in for you as well over this portal. I feel like there's also, for those of you who haven't been, but there's also some of you who are going to be getting an unexpected amount of money coming your way. I feel like there is a new beginning for your finances completely. You've got the Ace of Pentacles as well. So that's like a gift coming in from the heavens or from the universe or whoever it is that you deal with. So let me get back to those of you who are in a situation with somebody who is pregnant or who you are pregnant and that person hasn't taken it well. I feel like this person kind of has... I feel like this person kind of is letting go of this behaviour pattern, this fear that they had. I feel like they are coming around to the situation quite quickly. You're looking at over the next sort of 3 to 9 days. I was going to say 3 to 6 or 6 to 9, but I'm hearing 3 to 6 days or 3 to 9 days, sorry. I do feel like you are suffering a heartbreak at the moment, and I feel like you are quite focused on your sadness. For those of you who are pregnant, and being pregnant is hormonally a nightmare anyway. So having to go through finding out that you are pregnant or just about to find out that you're pregnant and your partner not taking it so well in the beginning, it's probably a massive shock to the system because everything was going really well beforehand. And I feel like this is quite a heartbreaking situation, and it does feel like a breakup that is completely going to be over, and it feels like you're going to be abandoned. I feel like you feel like you're going to be abandoned. This person's never going to come around. You're never going to hear from them again, and if you do, it's not going to be great. And I do feel like this is just a minor setback though, and I know this sounds easy for me to say a minor setback because you're going through what you're going through at the moment. But understand me when I tell you this person is just scared. This person has got some issues where their dad wasn't necessarily around all the time, and when their dad was around, it wasn't the best relationship with them. And I feel like this person also, if they haven't had a bad relationship with their dad, it was obviously with their mum, but it's a bad parent relationship, and this person's worried that they're going to pass that or have that same sort of situation and pass on those same feelings that they felt onto their children. So they've just got to reconcile a few things with themselves over the next few days. It was a little bit of a shock. And look, let's be honest, when we find out that we're pregnant, we have a moment. We pee on the stick. We look at it. I don't know about you, but I know I always cried and thought, oh my God, what's going to happen now? And then I phone a friend, and I know all my friends have phoned me or phoned someone else, but then they've had a moment to talk this through with somebody, or they've had a moment to think it through before. And the first immediate reaction when you get that positive reaction, unless you've been trying and you're actually like trying to have a baby and you're going through that whole situation, for the most part, when you peel on a stick and you get those double lines or that cross or that plus sign, that first reaction that you have is probably not the best reaction either. But you've had time to think about it. And so when you tell this person they react the way that they react, sometimes it's a bit of a shock to our system, but we've also forgotten that it took us a couple of hours to a couple of days to get our head around the situation, even a couple of weeks in some parts. So this person's reaction, try not to hold it against them too much because this person's coming round. There is a rebirth coming here. There is also reconciliation as well, if that's what you want. And I feel like this person won't do that again. This was an initial shock. I feel like this person it was just like, whoa. And for those of you who are in a new connection and this pregnancy has come as a bit of a shock to both of you, this person's reaction hasn't been the best, but try not to hold it against them if you can. I feel like this person's coming forward over the next few days. I feel like they are going to want to talk to you about the situation. This is very pregnancy based. If you are not pregnant, I don't feel like this is your reading at all. Because as much as I'm trying to like open the energy up for creative ideas or whatever, I keep focusing on the fact that this is somebody who's having a baby. So let's have a look. Let's pull some cards now as well and really have a proper look. Spirit, what else have you got to say to pile number 3's in what they're going through right now, please? What are you bringing in for the Lionsgate portal 888? Okay, so what we have got here is we have got the Phoenix. It's a brand new beginning. Okay, as you can see the Phoenix, they've got the Phoenix rising. So this has to do, for me, this is all to do with a new life, a brand new start. Now, I know some of you might be a little bit worried because obviously a few of you might be first-time mums. Some of you, this is the first time you're going through something like this. So if you have been a mum before, this is the first time you're going through a situation where the person hasn't exactly responded in the way that was expected. However, Spirit wants to encourage you to maybe speak to somebody who is maybe an elder in your family, maybe a grandma, or if you don't have access to a grandmother or an aunt or somebody who might have had some sort of experience before where you can talk things over with them. And follow your intuition. If your intuition is saying give this person another chance, give this person another chance. If your gut is saying don't, just leave it, then don't. Just leave it. All right? But for the most part, I feel like this, for a lot of you, this has been something that you've always wanted. For a lot of you, you've always wanted to be a mum and you haven't had the chance to be a mum. And so I feel like this is you've manifested this new beginning with a new baby and stuff like that. And the fact that you've actually managed to get pregnant now and for this person to be reacting the way they're reacting has been very devastating to you. But try not to focus so much on the sorrow of it. Try to focus on the fact that you manifested a new life and that you made this possible for yourself. And that against all odds, because a few of you, it was difficult. And I feel like a few of you might have been told that it wasn't going to be possible that you were going to be able to have a child. And so whether you've gone through IVF or what have you, and things have just gone belly up for a minute, just try to trust the process. And I know it's hard when you're hormonal. I've been through something quite similar. When you're hormonal, it's difficult to kind of clear your mind, but try to clear your mind and trust the process. This is just one of the many battles in that massive war that we've got ahead of us called life. And I feel like, thank you. Remember I was saying that I don't feel like this person's first reaction was the right reaction. I feel like they're going to come back and they're coming back with a whole new look on things. And I feel like it wasn't their first reaction wasn't the true reaction. It was an illusion. Their first reaction, it wasn't really them. Try to find something to kind of cheer yourself up about the situation. I know it's easier said than done, but try and get yourself out into nature as well. The weather's brightening up as well a little bit. Well, I say brightening up, it was raining all day today. But there is massive change coming for you, my darling. Try and live your life to the fullest. You've manifested this, okay? And so this person is going to come round. There is going to be a reconciliation. This person isn't going to just abandon you and your child and just leave you on your own. So my pile number 3s, this was very specific. Okay? Very specific. This is magical. You were about to have a magical child. I'm seeing a lot of rainbow. I'm seeing a lot of light. So move forward and get ready for positive change. You're about to become a mama bear. So I don't know who this was for, but number 3 was very, very specific. A lot shorter than the other ones. If this wasn't for you, then please pick another pile. Please don't make this fit your situation, okay? For those of you this resonated with, please leave a comment. I would love to know more about this situation here. I'd like to know more about all the situations, but this particular situation has definitely got me. I'd like to know more about it. I do feel like there is you are a little bit scared that maybe this might not end in the best way. And I can't speak for all, and I'm not about to give any medical advice because I am not a doctor. But I can say that taking it easy and being kind to yourself will probably have the best outcome. Okay? So, be good to yourself, pile number 3. Alright, and congratulations for those of you who are pregnant. For those of you who are not, please pick another pile. Alright? Take care, have a good night.